This is a demonstration of, well, currently an early version of my sort of interplanetary civilization simulator. It's mostly just got the orbital mechanics in for all the planets and moons. This asteroid belt is just a particle system, but it's also got Ceres in there. And the important thing is that the population of these planets can grow and migrate to these other ones, depending on the habitability of them. So the moon is not very habitable. Neither is Mars, but it's slightly more. So it's going to have a slightly higher population growth from migration. See, it's 9 versus 8. Well, it's just turned to 9. Yeah, now that's 10. And then Venus has a much higher population. Not because the surface of Venus is actually better, but I've actually set it to be the colonies are floating in the clouds above the surface, like about 50 kilometers up. And it's not exactly like Earth, but it's nicer. It's much nicer because the temperature is nowhere near as hot, and the atmosphere is much more similar. Like the temperature is 27 degrees on average, which compared to Earth's 15-ish. That is changing from global warming, of course. And yeah, Mercury is apparently slightly better than the Moon. That is probably because the temperature is higher, more similar to. Actually, I'm not sure. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be the gravity doing that probably. Yeah. So this is the solar system. Got all the stuff going. Yeah, so all these start at 0. I have a setting for whether it is colonized or not, which will determine whether the populations will migrate towards it and from it. But I haven't got anything for like when they get colonized. I haven't got any proper colonization mechanics yet. Like this isn't gonna be like a game, it's just a simulation. But then the next part is that. Unfortunately, the particle system I haven't disabled. If I pause it, I can just turn off the renderer. That'll be fine. Yeah. So I have a 3D map of the stars. Though I haven't got any planets in them, unfortunately. And the color is showing the population of these relative to the sun currently, because it determines it based on what the highest population is, but that's going to be the sun. And these are all totally accurate, even when the date, like the year and day are different, they will move. Well, it's based on just the year, but that doesn't really matter because they don't move very quickly, so it won't be obvious. But I can move the year across, and you can see they move. Yeah, and it's cool. Apparently the end date, which it can't go further than, is that. But, yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it's fun making this. Oh yeah, I forgot. Don't have the. I turned off the particle system. Well, there it is. I gotta set the code up for that. I'll be fine though. So I do not know what's going on with these trailers. Anyway, yeah, that was it. There's not much in it yet, but it took a while to make this. This is about a week's worth of figuring out different things. The most difficult part was getting the orbits to work, but now they do, and they work perfectly. Like you can see, this is an elliptical orbit, which that was nearly impossible to get working, but I did it. And yeah, you can see the moon is moving around the Earth, and the moon's moving around Jupiter, and the inclination can be whatever you want it to be, and it just works. It's great. I love it. Yeah, this is my program, my simulation. Bye.